Oh my word, this is exciting. We've got Ginger Colin, Angry Bob in the studio.
What's happening?
I'm Felix Leiter, and this is Dean Saunders. This is LooseCast, coming live and direct from Newcastle's infamous big market, which Bob thought he needed his passport to get into. Why have you brought your passport?
We fucking told us to with the divvy.
I says, how hurry up. I says, I got your passport. He says, what do I fucking need that for?
I said, where's like on the turkey?
So you've just been, I mean, are we talking sex tourist or elephant sanctuary volunteer? You've just come back from Thailand. What was that all about?
Love.
Hang on, I feel like I should have a sound effect for that. Like, oh, no, just the
gotta have something, man.
Now, where did you go?
Pattaya.
Right, how long for?
A month.
And what did you bring back with you?
Chlamydia.
Did so well. It lasted a minute.
A minute.
I don't think so. It's just taking a Michael. I'm not seeing the piss.
Where have you been today? You said you were like doing some pricing up some jobs.
I was just pricing up boring stuff, just building and stuff, and that's what.
Say that again?
Why?
I thought you said you were pricing up porn.
Oh no! Well, I do as it happens, you know. But I line a few OnlyFans collabs. So
I was watching your video.
Subscribe.
I was watching your video.
Which videos?
I was watching your OnlyFans videos.
Oh, were you watching them?
Yeah, when you were. No, I was watching your video.
Right.
In fact, that my question's shit.
I thought he came in a really good mood, by the way.
What's on your OnlyFans?
So my OnlyFans started, I was on a TV programme with one of my ex-girlfriends, and there was like loads of Brandon Myers from MTV and that. And
what TV show was this?
It was called ITV2 Bromans.
Right.
So basically, I was the fucking wild card. So basically, they're all big fucking steroided up guys and fucking athletes and shit with fucking smart as fuck birds. I had a smart bird at the time, but I was really skinny and pasty and ginger.
You had a big cock.
Donkey.
Well, and then so they've put me in as like the wild card. It was in Bulgaria. It was like 36 degrees in the sun, and I had to like wrestle with the other blokes and that. And
how did they find it? Did they approach you or your missus?
ITV2 got in touch with us and they said, would you like, because me and my girlfriend at the time were doing content and not OnlyFans.
I wish Ant was here.
We're doing just daft videos and stuff, and they got in touch with us, so we applied, and then next thing we're on the show.
Right.
So when I finished with the show, I ended up finishing with her at the time. She was an A-star, she was sound.
Finished the show, finished the last.
Finished the show, finished my bird.
New chapter.
One of the lads from the ITV2 Bromans, Liam McAleese, got in touch with us and said, Carl, you should jump on OnlyFans, look what we're making. And then what he was showing us, they were making mad figures. I'm talking big thousands a week and stuff. Right. So I jumped on, and then next.
Did you is it like foot stuff, ginger foot fetish?
No, just mine's explicit, like really, like it's everything, like full on. It's heavy. I do collabs with lasses on there and stuff as well. So it's my first ever collab was with like a quite well known porn like a lass from the porn industry.
I feel like I need to ask you, why are you still out pricing building jobs? Because
I spent 2 years partying hard,
a lot of money.
drugging heavily, and basically all I've got to show for it is a massive tax bill.
So where we're going? So so you got your OnlyFans. Go heavy on it. Well, the video I watched, to be clear, was you were slapping a bit of cement on a brick.
Still could go either way.
Slapping a bit of cement on a brick. Wasn't on OnlyFans. And then you did a really impressive thing at the end where you like threw the trowel.
Oh, you just land the trowel in the scaffold.
Straight in the scaffold. It was class. But I wanted to ask you.
It was like 40 takes to get it.
Who's the best bricklayer in the Northeast?
Who's the best?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good question, that, like.
Who's the best brickie in the Northeast?
Do you know what? This is a really biased opinion, right? But my pal Les Shuttleworth is probably the best bricklayer I've worked with. That's Bob's son.
Right.
And Taylor, my grandson.
And I was his apprentice, and he is a shit-hot bricklayer. And there's a kid called Craig Todd as well. He's really good. But that's I don't really know many other bricklayers, you know.
Were you telling the truth when you said there's a lot of like hate out there, like with bricklayers?
Aye,
because you get into a lot of promo wars where there's like, you used to.
Not me personally, but yeah, but like, Bammy does.
No, it's nothing but hate.
Yeah, really.
You post a video online of bricklaying, and no matter, we talk about this all the time, don't you? No matter how good the video is,
there's always somebody commenting. Bad comments.
You go off it, don't you?
I'll go off it.
What are they saying? Like, too much cement, your brick's not square enough. Like, what the fuck are they saying?
They'll look for something so petulant, and most of the time it's always wrong. Like,
you haven't got weepholes in, you haven't even started the job, and then
I think every industry is the same, though, isn't it? You never realise that every industry is bitchy about their things. What, sorry?
Plus had a few faces in his time.
They go on, he's not doing it right, he's doing it wrong, he should have this. I put on full of shit, you're talking a load of shit. You know what I mean?
He gets mad, him. I'll come in his house sometimes and he's just sitting, because obviously his feet don't touch the floor, and he's sitting and his legs will be wagging. He goes, "Look at this fucking cunt here."
Someone got a broken window, haven't I?
He threw his phone off his window. Now the glass panel doors. Just
picked it up and flung it and put a hole in it.
Right, I'm not a big fan of the Marvel movies, but if there was like a Ginger Cal and Angry Bob origins story, what would the crack be with that? Do you know what I mean? For people who have like caught onto your content recently, or might even be subscribing, OnlyFans, is it Ginger Cal on OnlyFans?
It's just www.onlyfans.com/Carl Ankrum.
It's the wing at the end there. I love it.
but if anyone's joined the content train late, what would the story be of the Ginger Cal and Angry Bob origin story?
He's a dickhead. I'm a dickhead. We're both. I don't know. I think because we've got natural. I don't know. Do you take this one, Bob?
It just comes natural. We don't rehearse nothing unless we do a little thing like the Christmas thing and that. But what happens is what you say happens. It just happens.
Yeah.
You know, we can sit and talk for 10 minutes and it ends up funny.
So what happened? We're all drinking in the same social club, weren't we? We used to always
before you've made any videos at all.
Aye.
So you're all in which social club?
The Rose Hill Club social club.
Yeah. How long ago was this?
Fucking hell. 20 years now.
And then the story is how I got involved was him and my son did it, Les.
Me and Les started the channel, so we had about 50,000 likes on my Facebook page at the time. And he rang Les kicking off on a video, like he was just going mad.
Tony.
He rang Tony kicking off.
And when I said to Tony, I cannot see it on here, really, can I? I had to miss a little bit out.
Why?
And say, if you and your flat nose bastard.
Can you say cunt?
Go for it.
The videos, I think we'll just demonetise it straight from the off and cunt it right up. I mean, fuck it.
I cannot see it. I called him a flat nose.
We'll stay away from that.
I says, answer your fucking phone, will you? And then he put a thing on Facebook to him
because his grandson is of ethnic.
Talking to me on the phone like this.
Yeah,
they're from there.
That was it. And then we just started posting from there, and then obviously we both got the same drive and passion for it. I think like if I'm not at his making a video on the night time, he's ringing us, "Where are you, Ginger?" And that. And
was there anyone that you? Because in my head, if you're Buzzcocks, that makes you trigger. But I don't know if he's agree with that.
He is. If Ginger Cal and Friends was a football team, right? This is him and Les is fucking Beckham and Giggs. You know what I mean? They're the fucking flair players. I'm Gary Neville. I'm at the back.
But every team needs a Gary Neville.
I'm doing the shit.
Yeah.
Pushing the shit, you know what I mean? I get the ball and I pass to him, I pass to that, and then that's how we grew. That's how we grew massively. I would film it. I realised at some point I don't have an ego, you see, whereas I don't need to be. Sometimes I can take a back seat and realise the better content is filming him and Les having an argument because it's funny. It's so fucking funny, man. Like I would just sit and crease all day, man. That was how it was.
Was there anyone that was like my question? I suppose was there anyone that was inspiring you at that point, like to pick up the phone, to edit, to put out content? Was there anybody who was inspiring you, or were you just like, this is funny, I need to film it?
We spared each other, didn't we? In the
bedroom, www.onlyfans.com.
There was no wink that time.
I'll edit the wink out.
Do the wink for us, Bob. Do the wink for us.
Hey.
That's the one.
And you were saying before you do all the editing on your phone?
Everything on my phone. I have tried to switch over to software on PC and stuff, but it just the followers were saying that it sort of lost its magic when I done that.
Why do you think that was, though?
I really don't know. Maybe
he's clever, very clever at editing. I mean, look at some of the things.
I love it when he bigs us up. This is rare. This, thanks. Go on, keep going.
Should we clip it from here?
From my point of view, I would be nothing if it wasn't by him. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
He does all the editing. You get the ideas. I do a few ideas, but it's mainly him who's pushing it now. We're really going for it.
We're going for it this year, really.
So what's and that leads on to a great question. Like, what's the plan? Like, what's the plan? So if we've got you in now, like middle of January. This is going to go out probably last week of January. And if we say now, we agree now, we're going to get you back in to do like a Ginger Kyle and Angry Bob Christmas special.
Yeah.
What can we talk about that you're planning now? Like, what you're going big? What's happening in 2024?
We're pushing it to a point where we've come up with a schedule because we've finally got with Facebook back after it. We lost control of our monetization for years, so we were pushing videos and the money was just going into some cunt else's pocket. And so, it's been so crazy, you know.
About $8,000 went missing. We never ever got it.
$8,000 totally wiped as well, just totally gone.
So how was someone else getting the money that you were?
We had a marketing company come in and they got involved, and then they sort of liquidated and disappeared. But we never were able to reclaim we didn't have the proof of ID to send to Facebook from their side to get it switched back over. So there was just money building in this pot what we eventually lost. Like, so it's one of them. But now we've got it back, so we're just inspired to work hard and.
Where's the like? Obviously, it's onlyfans.com / but where's the if someone's watching this? Because I don't know that much about this side of it, the game. Where's the real money come from? Like, if you're making content, and you've got a plan for this year, where's the monetization?
YouTube and Facebook. We'll pull little bits off TikTok, but nothing major. Like, to be fair, we've never capitalised on the situation we've been in, which is pretty much my fault, but it's also my ethics with it. So I've always been against doing exclusive content, stuff like that, because I always feel like it's not fair for somebody, a poorer viewer, to be at a disadvantage. So
you mean putting something behind a paywall, like Patreon or whatever?
I'm not a fan of putting anything behind a paywall. We have tried it, and that's not for us. And do you know, there's so many ways we could have rinsed it, and we could be sitting here flush as hell now, but because I don't know. It's just. I mean,
I've seen Bob in his Palm Angels hoodies, so there's money floating around. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
You seen in your Palm Angels hoodie?
I know there's money floating around.
£15 in Turkey.
No, from the horse's mouth. This is a massive miss, isn't it? People say stuff to us, they'll be like, I wouldn't mind being a penny behind you, and I think, fucking, you would. You wouldn't want to be fucking dead, sunshine. No, but it's real. I think it's a big misconception that you have followers, you have money, sort of thing. But I've had money, and I'm better off in where I can't have money. Like, my life is so much better without.
I've always said, like, if I won the lottery, like, you know, the Euro Millions, dead in 6 months. Easy. It'd be some sort of jet ski related accident, but like I would be dead in 6. Because if I had nothing to get up for and nothing to go to bed for and nothing, I didn't have to do anything, be dangerous. Absolutely dangerous.
Come on, I want to know.
What would you do in 6 months?
On soy 6.
I need to know the top 3 things. What would you do?
Top 3.
Yeah, we've given you the Euro lottery. We've given you 160 mil. What are you going to do? First 3 things.
Hump and dump.
3 things though.
Just do it 3 times.
That's hump and dump. We need to
sleep.
Hump and sleep. Just every weekend, isn't it? Hump, dump, sleep.
Have you
ever thought about doing any merch? Like any, like, you know?
It's hot. It's strenuous, man. Like, for me,
we've got some out there, but
it was for me on top of doing everything. Because I finish work, I'm pricing jobs, I'm dealing with customers, I'm videoing, I'm editing. Like, I love that.
You collabing with porn stars. It's a fucking hard life, guys. You know what I mean?
We've got another guy in do it as well. That is Steve.
Yeah.
He's sorted the merchandise. He's got his own platform, Geordie Abroad, and he's good. Isn't he?
He was over Thailand with Bob.
He's with me, and he's done some videos with me in Thailand.
You've started doing some stand-up recently.
Aye.
How does years of making comedy content prepare you, or otherwise, for standing in front of a room full of people?
Not at all. Not one bit. Not one tiny little bit does it. So the comedy's been so humbling. I've had, I think it's 10 runs out, but I've been on like mainly pro shows. So I've been fortunate in that sense. I've been able to meet a lot of pro comics and network with them and stuff. But my first gig, like, I smashed it, you know. Like,
where was this? Where was the first one?
In Middlesbrough, a club called Stickies in Stockton, sorry. And I had an absolute belter, little run out. And
is that just like a 5 minutes thing?
I had a little tight 5 minute slot. So then I got a bit overconfident. We went down to Grimsby and we drove down. Well, I drove down in my van and we got to Grimsby, and then I don't know what it was. It was the most harrowing fucking experience in my life. So I got up and like, was about 100 people there, weren't there?
And he said, "Oh, fuck it," and I went, get back on. So I ended on fucking singing the
He pulled us out of the shit. I went on, I totally died, and that was the first time that ever happened. I had a few Valium on the way down as well, so I was like,
I mean, that could have been
that was probably what it was. When I was on the stage, and the stills are brilliant because I speak very fast and I speak like Geordie. These people from Grimsby didn't have a fucking clue what I was saying. So I'll send you the stills if you want to pop them on. The crowd are like looking at us, trying to work out what
who is this ginger man before us?
That is a good point, because I think I said it to you in the group chat. Somebody said to me the other day, they were like, I love watching the podcast every week, but like when you guys get excited, like I can't understand you because you're so Geordie. So how is that for you? It's like, obviously, because your stuff goes viral, like do you have to kind of tone the Geordie down a little bit?
I can't.
Where we do it?
It's mad. So we even get messages from people who like, we've got like
Australia and all over,
and they'll say that they've adapted through watching us. They have like adapted to the Geordie accent. Which is
we get one from Iceland,
right?
Not Iceland, from the Antarctic,
right?
Saying we work here 6 months of the year, we're scientists, and we love looking forward. Sometimes I can't understand it, but they're funny.
Imagine that, man. Finishing a day of fucking science and then watching me and Bob on YouTube.
I love that.
Dean's mastered the Geordie dialect with one brand name, haven't you?
Oh, is this so? One of our events that we've just launched in Liverpool and sold out. I said it the other day, and it was Troppy Loco, and apparently it sounds extra Geordie. So
Troppy Loco,
Troppy Loco.
So they cropped it on the Liverpool page, the club that we do in Liverpool, Bava, unbelievable, and they cropped it, and they were like, "This is how you say it in Geordie."
Where are you from?
I mean, I grew up in Carlisle, but I've lived in Newcastle for 20 years now. What's that?
Where do you?
I grew up in Carlisle. Other side of the country, but I've lived in Newcastle for 20 years now. Like I've been DJing and living here for years. And you,
posh boys, like
posh.
It's posh.
Mine's apparently quite mixed because I'm from Chelsea Street originally,
right? But
then like I've always played. I'm a Middlesbrough fan, unfortunately, so I've always played football in Middlesbrough. But then I've lived in Newcastle for nearly a decade and like worked in Newcastle for over a decade. So like mine's just a mixture of everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm getting more and more Geordie.
Ex-footballer.
Ex-field footballer.
I'm not an ex-field footballer. I'm just a fucking all-out shit footballer.
No, I was a goalkeeper, so I was good when I was younger and that, and I was one of them where I thought there was a chance I was going to make it. It was at academies and stuff, and then never did. And now I've retired from being a goalkeeper, and I just play up front at 7-a-side with the lads.
Class goal mooching.
Don't move. I don't move. And I celebrate every goal. They always say, you're the only person I've ever met who plays at the Power League and counts how many goals they score. And I'm like, you're trying to insult us, but like, I do. So like, I'm not offended.
Everyone's too easily offended in this world by everything, aren't they? We find that. So many people, it's the word. Am I allowed to say the word cunt?
Oh, of course, you already have. Yeah. I said it before. I'll just click normalisation.
Now I say sea hunt.
I think what's that?
I was going to. No, you go.
I think in general everyone's really offended by everything, aren't they, Bob? Everything.
Angry Bob.
Do
you get what offends you?
Everything.
When the car has Gary Glitter and things like that.
I didn't expect that.
I'm fucking off at me. That fucking ban now blocked it straight away.
Our last episode was all about a new restaurant in Durham that he's opening with some other partners. You guys are going to have to come to the friends.
We do a series called Birabit.
Well, this is my question. Yes. My question. So they're opening a new restaurant called Notch in Durham, opening soon. I love Scream for Pizza on the Quayside. Love going there all the time. But I was going to ask you, out the series that you did, firstly, why the fuck's it called that? And number two, where's the best gaff you've been for food that you've...
Can you explain the series to me? And
so we'll call it Birabit. If we're going to go for food, that's what he says.
Yeah.
A Birabate.
Aye.
So can you explain the series first of all?
So the series is basically we go to a restaurant. I would say we're giving it an honest review, but even if it's shit, we're big it up.
Is that because they're giving you free bait?
No, but we're them kind of guys. Anyway, we're those gas up guys. We're not like that. We're not going to bring people down and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a good series. We love filming them. The Borough Baits. We've had some fucking belters, haven't we?
So I watched the Bowerbun, the Heaton Road one.
That's gone now.
I know, shame.
So that kid, that guy who had that, he's a fucking awesome cook now. So he used to work on. Used to work for, is it Sheikh and Arab Sheikh? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Sheikh.
We all know what you mean.
One of them. So he used to work.
His wife's Thai.
Yeah.
No.
From Thailand.
It's a different person. Who are you thinking of?
The one at Heaton, is it? No, not Heaton. The wrong one. The bodybuilder owned it.
No, that was a good gaff, that Gavin's place. I'm talking about the what used to be Bow Bar on Heaton.
Yeah.
That was lovely. That is the hands down the best food I've had in my life from that place. I loved it. I used to go there all the time.
Until you come to Notch in Durham. So can we get you booked in for that?
Shameless plug there, Notch.
No, never. But Notch in Durham. If you can follow Notch_Durham on the socials.
But we'll be there, mate. We'll be there.
Anthony obviously normally does the pod with us. Obviously he's gone to the kitchen today because obviously there's only four available seats. So he'll obviously make us some nice food and we'll get that all and get some good content.
But link to Anth. Anth's girlfriend goes all over the country and she does like makeup for people on OnlyFans. So if you ever need some makeup or the person you're starring with, she's the person to speak to.
Hey, there's so many links today, isn't there?
This is network.
So you're gonna say that place was the best spot you went to in Heaton? Is that the best place on the series?
Yes, but it's one of the best, but it's gone now. But what rivaled it for me and will always is the Simply Greek Tavern.
Where's that?
It's moved. It was just down here. It was just on the big. It was here on the big market. It's moved to the other side. I don't know if it's still called the Simply Greek Tavern.
Oh no,
it's unbelievable. Unbelievable the food is, man. So good. If you're from Newcastle or even if you're visiting Newcastle, Simply Greek. Sorry, Notch.
Love it. I haven't even paid him that much to say that.
And when are you going to start an OnlyFans?
I am not.
Would you be up for collabing?
No, I don't think we've really had a bad one, have we? Really?
What? A bad OnlyFans?
A bad meal. Well,
all right.
I was going to say, Bob, my horse is like a blood orange.
The thing is, I couldn't even be. We were on about the tattoos before. I couldn't even be sly. Like you couldn't even try and pretend it wasn't me. So
he made a fortune on OnlyFans. Him little tripod man, long Bob.
When we had Scotty T on, he was saying that there's like a large proportion of a certain type of male that's really missing his content.
Yes,
and he's thinking about bringing it back. But
I see that all my content is gay blokes, like. And now you're trying to be PC in that, like, but let's not beat around the bush, it's real as hell.
They're beating around
He's not gay.
Not yet.
What's the point of having a mind if it can't be changed? Do you know what I mean?
What about his hair transplant,
I know it's cool as hell, isn't it?
You got a hair transplant?
I went to Turkey 6 months ago.
Is that why you brought? You thought you were going? Is that why you brought the passport? You thought you were going back to Turkey because of that? Was that the joke before?
You discovered the baldy patch.
Well, there was a big.
When he was bent down.
There was a big reveal though recently on the episode that I saw that you were Ginger.
Ginger Bob.
Ginger Bob.
Yes,
piss take.
No, it's real that.
No, but I'm going to.
That is epic. That, by the way.
Shortly.
Have you thought about getting a hair?
I wouldn't get that done.
He could give you some of his.
So is that what the joke was? Is that why you were saying that you were going to Turkey before with the passport? Because did you have to go there a few times or just once?
I went once. I actually got it on a promotion deal.
Nice.
And I was over the moon. I am grateful as hell. Like,
mate, you cannot tell. I think that's brilliant.
It was all the way up here. It was really bad, but I didn't realise how bad it was till you look back.
And where did they get it from your ass? Where did they get the hair from?
From yours. I'd Bob spunk all over it.
Where did they get the hair from?
The back and sides.
Right. And they just literally take follicles out and then fucking smash it in a different spot of the...
Aye. The base.
Why you take your jacket off?
This could go 2 ways. Right. They've either taken some hair off your chest or we're doing another OnlyFans promotion. I don't know where this is going.
I'm going to bounce on that couch and catch it.
Casting.
I'm going to bounce on top.
And have you done any promo with them? Are you like you done? I mean, shout them out. Did they give you a discount?
In Istanbul, I'm actually on commissions.
Love that.
But the paid is in Bitcoin, but I've invested it somewhere now, and it's fucking.
And you've lost your password.
I'm just watching it go up and down daily, and I don't know how to change it.
They honestly pay you in Bitcoin.
I'm Bitcoin.
That's incredible.
Now I've got some layers on.
What's going on?
I was going to get my face done, but I don't know what's happened.
Is that staying? That's staying.
I'll get my eyes done, face done, my neck done, and I was getting it done free. And the doctor rang us up from Turkey and he says, hello, Mr. Ginger said, Mr. Angry Bob want his face done.
Doctor, I'm a junior.
But I've never heard no more.
Oh, really?
They might
do you want to use this opportunity?
Tell them people.
So I would like my face done in Turkey if you're listening or watching. Gives a break.
to be clear, what can they do to your face?
Look, this is what it looked like, watch.
I don't want like that one.
Watch.
Look.
Would have been so much better.
No, I've had my eyes done 30 years ago, but they're back again now.
Right, we're gonna do a daft little game now.
Yes, I like daft little games.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show Bob a place in the northeast, and then you're gonna ask him yes or no questions,
right,
and see how quickly you can get these places.
Right, cool.
So they're really obvious gaffes. Do you know what I mean? They're not stupid places that you never have heard of. So here's number one. Yes and no questions. You can ask Bob as many as you want, but you're on a timer, so we want to get this done as quickly as possible.
Right. Let's go. Is it a brass house?
No. Sorry, it's an area. It's an area, not like it's not like an individual spot. Like it's not a shop.
All you're going to change it to is there a brass house?
It's basically a city, a village, a town, something like that.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll scrap that. Question one.
Has it got a church?
Well, everywhere's got a church.
Everywhere does not have a church, right? Has it got a football team?
Yes.
This is hard, this. This is so hard. Has it got a metro stop?
Aye.
Meadowell?
No.
No, it's not got a metro stop.
You're cheating. Why are you cheating?
Got a train stop.
I want to help on the first one. They've got a good football team.
A good football team? Newcastle?
Nah. Come on. Who do I support?
Middlesbrough. Right, got you.
With the first
I'm working out. Janino. My Janino. Ravanelli.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has it got a metro stop?
Yes.
Got two.
It's got two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilo.
Pilo hasn't got two.
It's got two. This is blowing my mind. No. Whitley. Like platform 1 and 2 or two separate.
No, it's got two separate metro
two
stops.
stations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. This is really hard. This.
It's not.
North Shields, Meadowell, Percy Main. Where the fuck do you think I'm going on the train?
It's horrible when you're on the spot, isn't it?
Road. I'm on the minimum metro mission. That's a bit good. Two.
I mean, they've got slightly different names. Do you know what I mean? The metro stops.
Oh no, Gosforth.
No, but you're close.
Getting closer.
Very close.
Gosforth has two. Jasmine and West. Yeah. Come on. With a West Jasmine.
Right, let's do one more. I
like that game.
Right, yeah, let's do one more.
I love how everything's to do with the metros. That's how you're figuring it out. I love it. Metros and brass houses.
Last one. You know what I mean? I quite spell it right, but you know.
Oh, I was kind of saying I haven't. Right.
Broccoli wins.
Right, here we go.
What is it?
No.
Oh.
Broccoli wins.
I mean, it's a good question. If
third place in the northeast.
Right. Has it got a football stadium?
Yes.
Sunderland.
Yes.
Eating up the Black Cats. Cheese and chips, lads.
Right, one thing we do on the podcast is we do loose advice, right? So this is basically someone's messages in, we put out that you were coming on, and someone sent us a message in, so we can all give a bit of advice, but mainly you two, right? So someone says, I love yours, Robin Armstrong's and Shaq's online content. How do I go about growing an online following like that, Bob? We'll go to you first. So this person's wrote in, they love your content. How do they go about building that kind of like following online?
Oh, well, you need to be able to edit for a start.
We are fucked. He does it all, doesn't he?
He does it all.
Right. So learn to edit is your advice.
Aye.
Right.
Unless you've got somebody to do it for you.
That's better advice.
These building advice build up with Bob this thing. Look at this, go on, capitalise, dominate.
Bob, the advice builder.
And don't say cunt.
Three gems so far.
Go on, keep going.
And don't talk about
Herpes. Chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
Cal?
I would say to anyone looking to build a social media or following, first thing you've got to find is a unique selling point. So with us, our unique selling point was the relationship between like me, Les and Bob, which was quite unique in a sense that there wasn't really an online presence of somebody old and young and youth, the age gap at that time. And you know, you've got to find a way of putting that across in a way it hasn't been done before. This is what is becoming increasingly difficult in the social media game at this present time, especially with the emergence of TikTok and other platforms that is rapidly growing, and the amount of the different variety of content out there is pretty much hard to find a little slot for yourself. But if you can, then you're going to win. It's as simple as that. A unique selling point with a bit of weight behind it and edited correctly is always going to come across well.
A bit of brand advice from you. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I was just going to ask there, obviously, you touched on before that you're like this off camera as well, which obviously we've seen firsthand because we were having a chat for 20 minutes before, and honestly...
Worse off camera because I can't see what I want to fucking see. You know what I mean?
And obviously...
Put it in the deep end, pal.
And we were creasing, just laughing at everything you're saying to each other. But so obviously we know your relationship's amazing, but is there any fallouts that you've ever having?
Every day?
Like serious fallouts as well?
Oh, we're fucking arguing.
Really?
Bad. But this is the side that people probably don't see.
Right. Do you not film them? They stay off camera.
If sometimes it gets, we do get heated, don't we? There's been
then he gets on the phone and goes, love you, Bob.
it gets, what we're both for, I would say, we're both really bad liars. What do you say?
You see, how many bricks you laid today? Oh, 800. I say, how many? He said, well, 400.
We're both liars, we're both exaggerating.
How many jobs you done again? 10, 12. He went, how well, Bob? How many? Well, 4.
So I think we're just clashing in certain ways, but it's a healthy, good relationship, you know, in it, isn't it? Really, like we look after each other, you know, a bit. Like I'll ring him in the morning, be I pop him and he'll make us an egg sandwich, and I'll shift some wood for him or something like that, and then we'll just look after each other. And it's for me, when he's away in Thailand, I'm like, I'm a fucking loose head. I'm fucking walking around the street kicking a can and that.
What advice would you give for building brand stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to
sorry.
Well, that's Bert said to me when I first went to Thailand. She's a condom. I says, I haven't got one. So she says, go to the shop and get one. So I went to the pharmacist and I went, could I have a condom, please? So I used them for. She says, no. She's just take them on, just slide them straight on. Okay, I goes back and I'm fucking riding away. She got that condom on and went,
What a guy.
I don't know how you follow that, really. Yeah.
What about you?
What condom stories? I don't think I've got as many. I think it's. I mean, DJ wise, like I asked you before what you edit on Splice, and I found that out from Solly. He was like a DJ from like around Sunderland Way and that. And it's tricky. I think I struggle because what you two clearly are is yourselves on and off camera, and I think I would say the same about Robin Armstrong, and I'll definitely say the same about Shaq. Mm-hmm. And I think like that's tricky if you're not someone that's entertaining every day, or you don't have a group of friends that are entertaining, it becomes really tricky to make content. So like I find it hard. Like I don't find it easy to do DJ content. And obviously over the years, 20 years ago, DJs were in the dark corner of the room just playing records. And that's why I became a DJ, because I didn't like, if I was going to a house party, I'd want to be in the corner just going through the records and putting on what I liked. And suddenly now to get gigs to be any form of successful, you've got to be putting content out there.
I think that's the same for most walks of life and most occupations now, because what you'll find is the lasses out there doing the aesthetics and cosmetics and stuff, they'll have to have everyone who has a good following, a large social media following, brings in clientele. And hit like with his woodwork, Angry Bob Designs Facebook, if you've not seen that, sort of shameless plug, but it's hit what you got, 14,000
16,000 now,
16,000 on just on his selling page for his woodwork and stuff, do you know? So that's the fundamentals behind fundamentals.
Well, it's become a media brand, innit? Like I remember watching Gary Vee years ago, and when he took over his like family wine business, he was like, it's not about a wine business, it's about a media business. Because if I can get people to watch me and like me, and sell them wine.
It is.
And we see that with Trump. It's just like get followers, become president.
It is.
He's just sold the dream, which is all bullshit, but he can sell it because he's got enough people who've bought into him.
That's what it is.
So yeah, go and buy his designs. That's what I would say.
Well, just going off, mine would be just going off what you said, like just being your natural self. And I think obviously when we've tried to do stuff, we always try to come across genuine, because I'd like to think that that's how we are. And obviously there's no sort of like, there's no act, which there isn't for yourselves, there isn't for you, there isn't with us. Like there's no act with it. We are just being who we are. And obviously I think there'll be certain bits that are nowhere near as funny as you guys, but there'll be certain bits that are interesting with like business stuff and talk about. So I think just coming across as we are, and obviously again we talked about this before, but like trying to stay consistent to build it as well.
Consistency will always bring reward. That's another massive bit of advice you can take. I think.
How consistent are you on OnlyFans?
Very inconsistent.
1 minute, one time is 2 minutes, the next is 10.
Guest promises and the bottle out.
No, I find a lot of people who I've went to do content with, or sometimes they'll pull out or whatever, and not that I do. No, but I'm very inconsistent with it, because being honest, I will be frank, I do struggle with the morality of it sometimes. And that's coming. I'm somebody who doesn't really care what people think in the main, but sometimes I'll post stuff and I'm thinking, fuck, like I'm posting this and it's out there for the world to see. And I think anybody probably doing that does at times struggle with the morality of OnlyFans, and it's really enough to. But I still love it. I love it, but it's just one of them. I don't know where I was going with that really, but
we're talking about the consistency.
I think consistency. That's why I became inconsistent on there. But consistency is everything.
One thing I want to go back to, because I don't feel like I got the answer that I wanted, was what are the plans for this year? Like, because you said you're going to do schedules. Is there anything else? Is there anything you're going to do this year that you haven't done in the past? Is
there a main goal? What's the main one you want to achieve?
To be doing content abroad, to be in a position where the socials are bringing in enough revenue to be consistently doing trips away and stuff. So we're nearly at that now. So what stalled with growth was losing the monetization of the Facebook. So we weren't plugging Facebook or anything. It was just using it for shares to get across to YouTube. So now we've got it back. Now we've got it back. The incentive is to just grow, and I'll be disappointed if I don't have 2 million followers, or we don't have 2 million followers. Sorry.
Is that across all platforms?
Across all platforms by next Christmas. That is a target.
And for you, is Facebook more important than YouTube?
That's where the base of the followers were built, and we've got a really good community. We have a good rapport with our community. So
we've got about 650,000.
We've got 530,000 on Facebook. So it's important that you maintain that community. Like what we've got is a community that looks after each other, and so even in our comment sections, if someone's having a shit day or something, they say they're feeling depressed or something, to talk to each other and the network like that, and it's lush to see stuff like that.
And we do answer everything.
I'll go through every comment, and he does as well. So
love that, and obviously you're saying about getting enough money so you can go on trips. Is there a 2024 dream trip?
We did go quick high on TikTok, didn't we?
When we apply ourselves to something, it tends to grow quick, like.
Yeah,
it does.
You can't monetize TikTok. You can't monetize TikTok in the same way, can you? They're like you can on YouTube and
it's actually just changed. So they brought in a new partner program. They brought in a new form of monetization, TikTok. So the old form you could generate it with a certain amount of views, but now there's this new thing where you have to hit over a certain margin. And I don't understand that at all. But we pull the odd £100 every
So let's just say you've got enough money in the bank account. Where's top of the list to go
Thailand,
first to do some international content?
I had back to Pattaya, back the same boat.
I was in content there, you know what I mean? We've done well over there the last time.
You never know if you get on your phones after this and a video's gone mental. We've got the passport ready already.
That's it.
No, I wanted to get renewed, mate. I've got any fucking pages left, man.
Is there anything you want to ask before we call it a day?
Just like I say, I think I'd like to say on recording that I'd maybe class to get you in at the end of the year again. Hopefully you'll have some more stories from Thailand.
You'll have to come to see us as well, because we jump on one of our vlogs as well, and that's,
nice one.
You know what I mean? It's cool.
I'd love that, and we'll make sure the lift's fixed for you as well.
He's had to fucking just climb up 5,000 stairs.
And we're really sorry about that.
Right, boys, thank you very much.
Nice one, cheers, man.